In the Tibetan language, and it will say it is a sort of lucid. We use the terminology called chalvetsudam, which is a lucid type of wisdom. I try to use that couple of times, and my friends is telling me that is not right language, and it's a totally wrong language. It probably becomes a wicked wisdom. So we do have a which as considered which is bad. Some people, many people don't think which is that bad. So do I. Not necessarily, but I really, which may be a wise woman. So which we don't know. But generally known that witchcraft is a little bit unacceptable, sort of wicked. They're using the wisdom. In other words, wisdom that you get are utilized for terrible purposes. Almost all these weapon producing. Of course, the atomic bomb is the most horrible thing, as far as we know. Who knows what else there? You never know, right? It is a totally top secret, has to be, if there is something. But who knows? So when each one of those natural, chemical, material power discovered by a wisdom, and then of course it is wisdom. Then of course it is utilizing for destructive purposes. Then what I labeling just now, for the lack of better knowledge of mine, I'm just labeling like wicked, a sort of wicked, crooked. It is wrongly used, this thing. So that is what happens. When you are looking at the wisdom from the Manjushris, the Buddha of wisdom's point of view, when you are looking at the wisdom, we look at the wisdom, a profound wisdom. Profound in the sense, a deep natural wisdom. Wisdom that naturally, I mentioned some time ago, when you are talking about the knowledge, there is two types of knowledge. Knowledge that comes alone with you when you're born, and the knowledge that develops after efforts of learning. And knowledge that comes with you will have a natural inclined great wisdom. Natural inclined great wisdom, which really a lot of people will notice, and they somehow develop the skills very easily, without so much effort. They develop the skill very easily. And when they develop the skill, very easily, um, the way is the original preparation for that comfortable know-how is the previous life, and it is effects and influence. So these are with this type of, but that is skill to the individual. It is very good at certain things, not necessarily good at everything. Some people are very good at handling everything, whether it is a stitching or seamstress, or whether it is carpentry, or whether it is painting, or whether it is skill working with granite or stones or anything. And some are very good at anything handicraft oriented activities, yet not necessarily good analyzing and the thinking. Collective information. The words is here and there, everywhere. And yet not really thinking, sitting down and grounding it properly. Not. So this is the, again, sort of natural born knowledge of those category, but a certain category is completely not there. So these are the, what do we call it, gift, right? Gift knowledge. And that is very powerful. It is one of those very, very important bases for us. And you do have this, what do we call it, gifted idea, and then plus you be able to add up study together. Then you'll be extraordinary A plus, honestly, will be. But somehow, again, our laziness will come up, and of course, naturally, your picking up is there, but efforts putting will be quite difficult. Quite difficult. We can't do it. And that is why we all become so manageable, so. And even look at yourself, and each and every one of you have its talent. However, your talent is you are, some of you are great engineers, great whatever, architect, whatever, a great artist, carpenters and everything. Great. But many of us have an idea and doesn't know what to do, or does know what to do, but not well. So somehow we become so over there, always. That is because it's not that we don't have a natural inclined, we do. That's why we have an idea for everything. everything. We are not short of idea. Everybody has some idea. Everything, whether you know it or not know it, you can say it. You like to say it. And then if you stubborn people, you like to insist and all that. But other than that, and we do have ideas. And whether idea is right or wrong, it's not tested, it's not utilized, it's not proving, and that means you have not studied. You have the natural inclined idea. You have read somewhere, and but you not build up that developing idea, building but with efforts building up, that has not done. So that is the two of those basic, I should say, wisdom that we brought in, and we utilize them in. Sort of naturally we have and build in. And naturally we have, since we have so many lives before, and there are some of our lives has been carpenter. Some of our lives have been a stonemaker. Some of our lives been engineer. Some of our lives have been great scientists. Some of our lives have probably not been much great spiritualist. Otherwise, we won't have stuck here like today. Maybe not too much of it. Some of our lives might have been crazy, so that you bring that gene today, and so you have them too. So all of those, this is what we have. But then you are looking within that, and that knowledge, there is a profound knowledge. Profound in the sense, in the Western language, when you use the word profound, means sort of equivalentless, correct, nothing wrong. Am I right? Tony? I don't see you. Can you have to say it?
Yes.
Yes? Are you sure?
No.
No, then?
Yes. Just kidding. Yes.
Well, I don't expect a professor's kid. The Tibetans have its own way of measuring the profound. Profound, great, and quickness, which is sort of wittiness. Shirab, Salva, Saba, Nyurwa, Tachikaram. La, La, Lapchawa. Great. Great. So basically, not commonly sort of known as 4 categories of wisdom. Certain categories are very great, really understand deeply without putting too much effort. If you put too much effort and then you study, some people has to start to write everything what they study. Some people has to memorize everything what they study. Some people has to think but everybody has to think. But the thinking makes stick to the mind capacity. Is some has to write, some have to memorize, some repeatedly read, and some just have to read, some has to draw a conclusion, and there are many ways of making it stick to the individual's mind. So these are the points. points. Some of those, what we call it, a lobster, the great. It's a sort of a big, and it really catch everything. We measure by the understanding of an individual in the Buddha's teaching. That is because very specifically for Tibetan Buddhists who are learning, that was very specifically measured for that purposes. But generally, everybody has, everybody is eligible. All these categories of wisdom, all these categories of wisdom. Sort of the greater wisdom and the profound wisdom and the wisdom of clarity and the wisdom of wittiness. So basically, four very, very, very interesting wisdom. But in one way, they're all different. On the other hand, they're all wisdom, they're all knowledge. But it's the capacity of the individual, how they've been able to comprehend. Some are very comprehend is very easily just looking at it. Just looking at it, reading about it. Some need to not only look at it, have to read, and then read more and then think about it. Some are just looking is enough. Some are just looking plus reading is enough. Some are looking plus reading plus analyzing and the thinking is needed. So these are the measurement, how profound, how great, how quick, how clarity. So that's, now we sort of measured the Manjushri, the Buddha of wisdom, is as sort of perfect level. So we measure the individual's the wisdom capacity of quickness with Buddha of Manjushris. And all this, and but nowhere we can get where the Manjushri is, though I say we measure, but we actually also pray to Manjushri. May all be lucky you.